Today on the $1 Million Mind.
Storytelling is what sells. A lot of us think, oh, I just need a really strong product and I need a really strong offer and I'm going to make money out the gate. But it don't really work. What works is when you have a story, because that's how you connect with your audience.
Not only for content, but for business, bringing that marketing, that content, and that sniping together for them with bringing that authority in, it does help to really take their brand to the next level.
Because like a lot of people think like as an entrepreneur, making content means hopping on the trendy stuff. Like virality is not what we're talking about.
Right.
Views is not what we're talking about. Drake said, if followers do not equal dollars.
A lot of times people get so wrapped up in the business, they can't really understand what it really takes to even connect with multiple people across multiple channels.
When you start a business, as quickly as possible, your goal is to stop working in the business and work on the business. Correct. And sometimes that may be the sacrifice of you getting paid next week or you getting paid next year. Because I feel like social media and this new age, we have done our youth a disservice, making everybody feel like they got to start a business to be successful.
I agree.
What's going on, millionaires? It's your guy Kai Speaks, back with another episode of the $1 Million Mind podcast, and here with my lovely co-host, Heavy House Jazz. Jazz, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Hopefully everybody else is feeling great. We are excited to be back. It's exciting to be back in the room, in the lab, just here with you guys.
Yeah, we've been absent, and I don't want y'all to feel neglected because we love y'all dearly. We love interacting, engaging with y'all. We love the feedback. The clips been booming though. Like y'all been showing love on the clips. Thankfully, we've been able to still drop those clips every single day to y'all.
Tune in because we're a little progressive on that.
Yeah, the one about the stocks were crazy. Some of them was feeling us, some of them wasn't feeling us about the XRP.
I got some new ones that we need to drop soon on the next one.
We're gonna talk about it, yeah. But mainly what we wanted to get in here to talk about is just like the big moves and shifts that we've been making in life and in business. And the reason why we haven't been so active on here is because we've been building a baby in the background. And that baby is MDM Brands, and just what we've been doing with our clients. We just love storytelling. We love branding. We love the power of content and community. And we've really been helping a lot of our clients build communities like exponentially.
YouTube subscriptions, communities,
coaching, consulting,
product launches,
right,
podcast launches. It's been pretty extraordinary, from the people that we've been able to touch and then be touched back from them.
Mm-hmm.
And even the network that we've been able to build and start to tap into. It's really cool.
We got quite a few shows launching in the next quarter.
I know.
We got a few shows that's launching, not on this channel. We got one show that is going to be launching on this channel, the Family Business Podcast.
True. Oh, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's going to be launching soon. So y'all going to see that.
Powerful.
Yeah, that might have already launched by the time this come out. So yeah, that y'all gonna see that on there. But the shows that we've been working on, from Real Raw Real Estate, can't wait for that to drop.
I know.
Wealth Forever that we've been building in the background, Straight from the Chair. We dropping all of them.
I'm
them.
Boy Man King. You're always, staying abreast.
Yeah, it's a lot of shows that we're working on, and so I'm excited about that. Excited about the work, but more importantly, I'm excited about the impact because what Jazz and I have been able to uncover is consistently what's showing up is storytelling is what sells. A lot of us think, oh, I just need a really strong product and I need a really strong offer and I'm going to make money out the gate. Yeah. But it don't really work. What works is when you have a story, because that's how you connect with your audience. And we've been able to help a lot of our clients really hone in and direct their focus and their intentions on what is their story. Like, why are you doing this? Why did you get into business? Why are you helping the people that you're helping? What impact is that making? What are you doing for the communities? How can we tell the story that's going to make your core audience really damn, I don't just want to work with, I feel like I need to work with them.
That person.
Right. And so being able to see that come into fruition with clients like Aaron, clients like Marquise and them, that's been the real impact.
Well, forever, that's coming.
Yeah, that's coming real soon.
He's a powerhouse. And like you said, just bringing that focus, not only for content, but for business, bringing that marketing, that content, and that sniping together for them with bringing that authority in, it does help to really, really take their brand to the next level, increase their sales, make them have less. It's literally taking their time and helping them to maximize it, because it allows us to do what we need to do. It allows them to understand what they need to bring to us now, right, in order to position themselves in that right way for their clients to get excited, understand them as a brand and what they're going to get, right, from their solution content that we do a lot of times, where they just couldn't convey that. They didn't have the time before. And they didn't have the understanding of what that content really needed to encapsulate. To tell the story.
And don't get it twisted either, because like a lot of people think like as an entrepreneur making content means hopping on the trendy stuff. Like virality is not what we're talking about.
Right.
Views is not what we're talking about. Drake said, "If followers do not equal dollars," and we're not trying to help you build a brand that is a viral, content machine, right? We think we want these views, but that actually does nothing for your business. It's the stuff that people see when they you point at yourself.
Because it's the spirit. It's really bringing out the brand. It's really bringing out the passion, right? People, purpose, portfolio. But who is the person? Why do they have the skill? And why can they create a solution for you? Right? Why are they so passionate behind it? The story, connecting it to whatever service they're providing. And that's what we do. A lot of times people get so wrapped up in the business. They can't really understand what it really takes to even connect with multiple people across multiple channels. Right? Because they're in the game. They're just in the game. And so we're excited to be able to do that for our clients.
Perfect example.
You see how excited I just got.
And with you telling that story, like the perfect example is Crystal. Like what happened for Crystal, because like even for her video, like it went a couple 100,000 views is viral, but I think when people think of viral, they think in the millions of views. So we're gonna not even say that video went viral, but the impact that video had on her business was like way better than what a couple million views would have did for the person doing a dancing TikTok or whatever that may look like.
I agree.
Because literally in a week, y'all, in 7 days, she went from 400 subscribers to now has 8,700 subscribers on her YouTube channel. So you talking about in that week, it was probably like 4,000 or 5,000. But we talking about over the last 3-4 weeks, she's grown to 8,000 subs, almost 9,000 subs on YouTube with a video with 250,000 views on it. But the factor
launching new products, I think she had over 300 sales that first day.
I was about to get into that. The most impressive part of that is she's had over thousands of dollars in sales on her products. Like we talking like over $5,000 in sales of products that she's been saying. The whole point of this, Kai, is to move products and get more appointments. She's had over 15 to 20, I believe, virtual consultations that she's been marketing on there. Yep. And what I love the most out of all that,
and that allows her to upsell.
It allows her to upsell.
While people are working their hands for years behind the chair, you have to think about diversification and how you're really going to be able to retire and still share your gift, and being able to provide that opportunity for her. It really is. And she's getting that confirmation through her audience,
because they've been the love that they shown. I see it when I'm doing her analytics and I log in. I see them comments, like they just the love that the YouTube community is giving Crystal has been like. I'm like, I love to see it, because it's like she done been through a lot. Like I'm gonna let her do her testimony, but she done been through a lot. Like we had to went on a whole we gonna drop the tag, but like she is we're gonna have to bring Crystal on as a guest.
Crystal would be awesome to come on. She's worth sharing a seat at the table.
Sit at the table to tell her story, because she's been through a lot, and through all that she's been able to get back focused, relaunch her show. Me and her been working on this show probably for a few months before we even recorded a video. It's been a lot of just touching bases, checking in, giving her the confirmation, letting her know that she can do it. And boy, when we did it, it didn't even move at first. We listened to the audience. That's the key. Another thing is numbers don't lie. So you got to be keen to, like, when we launch these babies, you got to give them the agency to grow how they need to grow.
Correct.
Right? We have the foundations that we've given them, but we still got to look at the audience. We still got to look at how people are responding to our content. And that's what we did for Crystal, where I was like, hey, Crystal, looking like you're going to need to drop the how-to. Like the rants are cool and you giving the tea from the, like, that's cool, but they want the how-to. She said, bet, Kyle, let's record some how-tos. I'm going to get some models. We're going to show them how to do certain things. Literally next week they went crazy. So like, you got to listen to your audience too when you're creating content. And speaking of listening to the audience, we had some requests from ourselves, like to go up to PA and speak at Cheney University. I'm excited about that because that's my alma mater, Jazz.
I'm excited about our workshop, being able to, you know, let the kids know and just the future know about business, content, branding overall, the structure of it, being able to, you know, bring the one thing about human nature and human is we need structure. We like it. That's why those how-to videos were done. So I'm excited to share, you know, what we've been building over time, being able to put those processes and give back, right? We've been able to put those processes in place, give back, see ourselves be duplicated. You know
that part, right? Because the what we learn and a lot of our guests have spoken to this, but it's like when you start a business, as quickly as possible, your goal is to stop working in the business and work on the business. Correct. And sometimes that may be the sacrifice of you getting paid next week or you getting paid next year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm willing to make that sacrifice, which is another reason why it's also important to like not necessarily be too quick to quit that job because that's still stability. Yeah. And, you know, I've been like, man, should I, you know, is it time, you know, but I enjoy what I do. So let's milk it as much as we can. But the goal is let's try to work on the business more than we're working in the business.
Correct.
And so maybe our salary, we sacrifice that by paying maybe 2-3 people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's worth it in the long run. Yeah. Right. It's worth it in the long run because now we free up that time and we get to focus on, okay, what systems are missing? What automations do we need? Not necessarily like, oh, I got to edit this video. Right.
But even back to, you know, what you were saying, being able to go down there and speak and work this workshop, it's an honor to be able to go and do that and hold that summit. Yeah. And just be a part of greatness.
Yeah. This was it's going to be very euphoric for me. It's going to be very it's going to bring me back because I haven't been on campus in the last 8 years or so. So to see some new faces, to see some familiar faces, but more importantly to like my story is going to be like I was in that same seat that a lot of them students we're going to be talking to were in, and to be in a different perspective on a stage talking to them, it's going to be euphoric for sure. But I'm excited to share that impact of, you know, being entrepreneurial, but being entrepreneurial, because I feel like social media and this new age, we have done our youth a disservice, making everybody feel like they got to start a business to be successful.
I agree.
Right. But you can literally, let's go back into apprenticeships. Let's go back into internships. Let's go back into being intentional on the jobs we're seeking. That's going to give us the skills, the know-how, the connections, the network that we need to run that business that we want to run.
Correct.
While still being stable in a career that's focused and giving us everything we need.
You're on it. You're on it. Well, we'll be there soon.
We're going to be there.
So we just wanted to come on, share that with you guys. You know, we didn't want to take you guys too long. We know.
I like the short episodes.
I like the short episodes.
I like the short episodes. Yeah,
we're able to come in, tap in, and let everybody still function in their day. You know, sometimes it gets heavy in this room. Yeah, we have a lot to share. Yeah. I can't wait for the next episode that we having with this guest that we're getting ready for. But if you guys are looking for more content on branding, marketing, and storytelling, especially for small businesses and entrepreneurs, this is that hub to do so. We still going to keep those conversations around money, mindset, and entrepreneurship, but this is going to be that place where you can be guaranteed to get some gems on how to push your business a little bit further, whether it's what mindsets you need to adopt, what marketing strategies you need to try out and implement, or just what stories you need to be telling to your audience, you know, to be able to connect with them. So I'm Kai Speaks. Jazz, you got something else to leave us with? I'm Heavy House Jazz, and if you're interested in being able to pick up that service of branding, and doesn't matter if it's commercial branding, doesn't matter if it's personal branding, just go ahead and hit us up on our website. We are ready. And we're going to drop a link too, so y'all could just do a little client intake form. What we'll do is we'll give you a free 30-minute strategy session to be able to learn what your goals are and see exactly how you need to be pushing your brand forward. But I'm your guy, Kai Speaks. That's Heavy House Jazz. We're out. We out.